Welcome back to the NDS. We are here at Season 5's Open. How it's going to work is we got 32 cars and sorted by fantasy drivers 3 digits, real drivers less than 3 digits. As we look at all the qualifying, who gets in? The top 3 real driver finishers from the Open and the top 3 fantasy driver finishers from the Open will transfer, as well as one of each. There's a fan vote for real and fantasy, so one driver gets the vote from those. And those will be revealed at the end of the Open, because what if you win the fan vote and race your way in the Open? Don't need the vote anymore. But that's just me. Misty Viper pulls the field of 32 to this green flag. Under the lights, festivities begin here with the green flag. And I see the mid-pack not wasting any time at all getting their shit running here. They're already 5 wide in some places, but they'll get it sorted out not for long. I see Misty Viper running it down the lead, but now they're really starting to get competitive near here. Seto looking low. Yeah, quite a lot of rookies going to see if they can fight their way in the Open, or fight their way past the Open. You got quite a bit of them here. 23, 15, 4, 12. Nobody's fucking around. Not sure where you want to be, but you're just trying to make your way through. The 4 putting on a nice route, trying to go right through where he wants to see that hole. Seto way up against the wall. That's gonna be tricky going into 1 when you try to fit these 5 here. The 4 doesn't really have much to go. The 5's got to give him room. They make it through. It's very close. BS Fast in 11 now making his name heard here as he gets down into it. Oh, around goes the 42. Big crashing. Wannabe upside down. Seto. Dump truck. Vaxon, Donald Trump, and Henya. A big collision. 33rd Derek Bomb leads us to the yellow as we investigate the culprit for cause. Wannabe took himself a flip and a half. They go down 5 wide, and you just see Vaxon, good if you're not bad. They're just cramming it in there, and that just ends poorly for a lot of them. Vaxon, Logan, Seto, Henya. Oh, fucking Ringo dude gets a piece of it. Benny Scholl down low. A lot of torn up shit. 41 of dump truck just destroyed. Man, and it came up. Nothing really could have done about that one, Chief. Like, even these guys in the back, they're trying to avoid this. Like, they've got best they could do. Just Benny takes a bit of a hit there, and then the 50 has to get him out of the way. Torn it up, early up. Tough sailing. See who even gets back out there. Jerry, Mammoth, BS, Super Sumo, Bunger. Those guys who made it to the line first, they got underneath those leaders. They're able to pass them. Alright, let's take a look. Dump Truck, Good If You're Not Bad, Henya, Seto, Wannabe, all out of the race. That, unfortunate that it came to the end of those days. You still see some guys back here like fucking Ringo, dude, Vaxit, Logan. Guys in the back, they're going to try and run it to see what they've got, but I'm not sure if they have much. Derek Baum, the control car, coming back to the green flag as we get back up to speed. Green, 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 green. The hell is Super Sumo doing up top there? He just got a weird line into one, as even the fancy drivers start to mix it up a bit here. Derek Baum, Mammoth, WVH. They're both really there. Tank Gunner, Bunger on the low side. They're in the mix. I see the absolute string of slow cars back there, just running, seeing what they can get. 51 in the mix. Quite a bit of slow out the back. Especially fucking Ringo, dude, already a straightaway back from the lead pack, and we're not even 2 laps complete this run here. Kyle D is like a sleeper pick for the Open. He's really turning a new leaf this season, being able to consistently run higher, but never able to secure the bag on finishes. Trying to have a breakout season, but shit's tough at the top. Frosty to Otter. He's got some experience in the game, but not sure if he's going to be exactly a top contender here. Still winless, trying to sneak one, but just trying to show off his stuff here at the Open today. This first group, about 19 cars deep. You see Darkest Presence, Fred Jones. They're struggling to stay in this thing, but I don't think they got the gusto to keep up with the pack. Super Sumo just staying in here. It's a decent strategy. Just keep the car clean and see how far that takes you. Like, you're not wrong to just try to avoid trouble, but problem is trouble could appear anywhere. You might be too late to react to it. Frosty out front, keeping it real. Super Sumo in the mix here. Born ready. In that 47 near the front, trying to get the finish required to transfer. Travis Scott, the 26. He's just vibing, having himself a time. The fantasy drivers really showing their worth here now in this main pack, because when you qualify low, lay back, and then see the guys in front of you wreck, you just avoid it and make your way up. As you see the 50 of the Puff really working that lower line up the track to try to get to the front here. Fred Jones, I think, made it into this pack, but Darkest Presence just not quite able to connect with the lead group here, as he's going to start falling back. Frosty the Otter actually really starting to come into his own here up front, just being the Pied Piper of the main pack. That's not something I expected, but the Open is basically the home of talents trying to prove themselves. As we're coming up on a lap car, that could muddy the waters a bit here, as the 91 has decent position so far, but the 4 just gets to the bumper before he's able to make something happen significantly here. Fucking Ringo, dude, is trying his hardest. There's no rule against trying. Misty Viper putting down a very solid effort on the low side. They're running up on the 66 very intently here. Leader's going to duck low. That's what you got to do. Put him up on the high side best you can. But the pack really got cold feet here. Especially if you're the 4, you're trying to cursing the day that lap traffic came into play. Let's go back up relatively where the front is. There's a 3-car breakaway between Sauce, Misty, and Frosty. All 3 of them are just in a line right now and are looking good. Now, of course, if you're a fantasy driver trying to pick up the pieces, you're kind of concerned here because you got like drivers like Fred Jones and Hampter. They could race their way in. Jones in the 86 is a good look. 91, strong run so far. If you're in these real drivers, you know you got to kick it up because the top 3 are all real drivers. So Born Ready, Kyle D, Jerry, they can't stick around and wait. It's a call to action. You gotta go. I think Laundry Sauce is making the most of his situation right now. The 55. Look at Hampter diving low. He's making great progress. In the back, you see the scattering really starting to affect how these drivers race each other. Got the 4 and the 50 back there trying to draft each other. Kyle D in the mix now, looking to redeem himself after little struggles with the lap traffic. BS Fast and 11 just throws it in there, but 91 gets a little out of shape and has to back off as we got another crash. Whoa, Born Ready spins. Donald Trump gets the damage. And we're under caution again. Man, talk about a very developing wreck right there. Like, that took a while to fully, like, materialize. Like, take a look at the 12 of Tank Gunner coming off the corner. He's the guy you want to watch. He gets the hook on Muhaha, or Derek Baum, both of them actually. And that just chain reactions up the track. Joe Mama had nowhere to go. Born Ready gets into a spin. Pretty big hit by Donald Trump there, and the Puff is just all over the brakes trying to find his safety through the accident. And that's just what you get. Helicopter it. Now let's helicopter it to see like what exactly going on here. You're lucky if you're the 7 or the 4, you could just go low. And Bunger did a great job hopping the brakes. And the Puff did too. He just got up to the high side and just didn't really touch anything. These guys back there, they're still racing for some position here. Donald Trump back out on track. I mean, glory to him for trying to finish the race, but that damage like that, I don't think you're going to be able to race your way back up through there, man. Wannabe's been out of the race since that caution a long time ago. So what are we up against? So the top 3 real drivers right now are Frosty the Otter, Laundry Sauce, and Kyle D. Top 3 in fantasy are Hampter, Travis Scott, and Fred Jones. Coming to a 6 to go restart. I expect about... I could not tell you how many cars are going to actually, have decent speed here because, I'd say maybe about the top 12 or so. There are some drivers that fell off in speed pretty hard, but there's still some that are going to be competing for some sort of cutoff. And that 8 car has been strong in the front. Coming to a 6-lap shootout. Let's end it off. Going green. And see Frosty takes low, but everyone else they're looking for a different lane around, so they want to go high, but there's just, I don't think there's anything up there to take advantage of. Look at Misty Viper shoot through there like a bat out of hell. Man's absolutely on a fucking roll right now. No way around it. There's got to be like one lead pack as the 45 is absolutely electric right now. BS Fast and 11 in the mix. Fred Jones keeping it real. I think you only got like 3 fancy drivers in this breakaway here, so if they can keep strong, they're guaranteed to make it in. But the real drivers are fighting their guts out right now. You got Kyle D, BS Fast and 11. Jerry, even in that 13, nobody's backing down. 44 of Bunger trying to make this a competition, but he might be able to get it done. The 8 has just been the man. 91, 44 back there fighting for that spot. Kyle D on the low side. He's got to run with Gamma back here. It's actually been tough to pass the 8 recently. And not many have been able to do it. Oh, Gamma blows up. The 4 is out of contention. Oh, no. The parts didn't quite last all the way. That's very unfortunate. Kyle D able to take advantage. He and Misty Viper are running the show right now. 3 to go. Less and less effective cars. This really puts a damper on anyone new trying to come up through the field. Look at Travis Scott. Not just top 3 fantasy. He's trying to win the whole Open. Look at the 8 going all the way down. He's not going to be denied. BS Fast and 11 putting on a great showing right here late in the race. Hampter, Kyle D with the push. Misty Viper has 2 laps to go to finish this one off. Look at the 7 of Super Sumo. He's looking to get a piece of this pie. Kyle D down low. They're 3 wide for the lead, but I think Misty has a run off the corner. It's anyone's game. It's anyone's game. Kyle D's got a launch. He's a bold man. White flag in the air. 3-car out front. The 8 of Frosty the Otter. He's back to ready to strike any moment here. He's got the position. I think the 8's in position to take it. The 3 and the 8 battling for the lead. Who's going to get third? Looks like Jerry's in position to sneak his way into the All-Star race. Frosty the Otter's got one more shot at the win. Hampter's doing great. The 3, the 8. I think Kyle D's got the momentum off the high side. The winner of the Open is Kyle D. What an amazing turn of events. I think Misty Viper's got that other open spot. Let's see those drivers who are in the back just trying to finish off the damn thing. All right, let's break this down. Once we get an official completion, we can start scoring the event here. So the real drivers in Kyle D, Frosty the Otter, and Misty Viper are in this thing. The fantasy drivers racing their way in. Hampter, Travis Scott, and Bunger. They're all going to be in the All-Star race. The real driver fan vote winner goes to the 42 of Logan. Not much to say about his performance in this race after the opening melee, but he did get the most votes of the real drivers. Fantasy fan vote driver, it's going to be 2 years running, the 50 of the Puff. He had a lot on his plate this Open. Let's hope all that experience can transfer to a good All-Star race. And that is it for this event. We'll see you soon in the All-Star race. Till then. Oh, by the way, here's the finishing results if you want to see all the wrecked cars.